Hey, hi, hello, my name is Jupiter, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. I'm delighted to have you here. Welcome to the June video, because this video marks the halfway point. It's number 6 in my 2022 debut review project, and I'm really excited about that. I have learned a lot by doing this, both in terms of K-pop and getting to know some new groups, and just in terms of some computer skills. I know that's maybe not what people are here to come and listen to me say I'm excited about, but it's exciting for me. I am notoriously not good at computers, and learning to edit has been really fun, especially since I'm doing just very basic edits and I get to have a full finished product at the end. That's really cool to me. And then, what's also very cool to me are the debuts we have to cover this month, because if you remember, this summer was jam-packed with good music. I felt like there was something to be excited about from the beginning of June all the way into the end of August. It was bop after bop after bop. It was a good time. So we should just get right into it. If you've got any questions for me about why I am doing anything, please feel free to ask. I'll answer in the comments. I'm a pretty peculiar person. I've got a really particular way of doing things. I know that. So all you really need to know is that this video is based entirely on my opinions. My ranking of a song does not reflect their view as an artist or a human being. It is just a reflection of my enjoyment of the song. I know we all have different opinions, and I'm okay with that. Going forward, I need you to be too. So, jump in the train, woo-hoo-hoo! It's leaving the station, and we will check along into the debuts from 2022. Oh my god, I think that last sentence was the cringiest thing I've ever written, let alone said. I'm absolutely leaving that in. Fainit, Killer. So this song sounds like an ITZY song, and I mean that in a very complimentary way. Admittedly, I almost forgot about this song. I really liked it when it first came out, and then I forgot about it. And then I listened to it for the review again, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot I liked this song. It was great. Then it immediately went on some playlists, and life was good. The intonation of the final line of the chorus of, "I know you're killer," isn't my favorite, but I think the rest of the song makes up for it in how much I like it. I don't have a lot to say about it beyond that, but it's a good one, and I think it should get some more attention. Go check this one out. Lapillus, Hit Ya. This song does not scratch my brain in the way I want it to. Knowing the kind of music I like, this should be a song I like, but it just kind of feels mechanical and clangy instead. I want a second verse. I want them to properly sing, not just chant, because they're not rapping either. It's not even idle rapping. They're just chanting. I think the bridge of the song is such a nice reprieve because they actually sing. The bridge of the song is also tonally softer than the rest of the song, and it's a nice break from this heavy beat that they have going on. And I'm not against a heavy beat typically, but in this song, it's too steady and too stagnant and needs a change as the song goes on, so it doesn't get old and irritating, which is kind of what it's doing right now. Overall, this song just feels like a first draft. It needs more to it, and I don't feel like it's going anywhere. 5 out of 10. Girls' World, Rapunzel. I feel like I haven't seen this kind of princess vibe in a long time. It's very sweet, it's very gentle, it's got a candy-like quality to it. It kind of reminds me of like OG G-Friend or Lovelies. It's very soft, and I appreciate the commitment to that soft concept. The song grew on me throughout its run. I think it needs a little more to it to make it catchier. to make it more like a front-running song, not just relaxing background music. There was also something off about the voices. There's one girl whose voice I really, really liked, but then the rest of them felt like they were straining to reach notes, or they were auto-tuned to reach up higher than they're supposed to go, and that was kind of unpleasant. I think if you're into super cute concepts, this one is definitely worth a listen. If you are more neutral to cute concepts, then this one might be a miss for you, but 5 out of 10 on my end. Superkind, watch out. So I was about to make a comment about how they airbrushed the high hell out of these boys so that they look like AI, except for I am now noticing that there is in fact an AI boy in this group. I am both horrified and transfixed by this concept. Oh my god. But in regards to the song, I enjoy the sense of forward motion it has. It's not a chaotic pump-up cacophony, but instead it's kind of guided by this steady booming bass that's really pushing the whole thing forward. It feels very reserved in a way, and I enjoy that quality. On the flip side of that, though, due to its reserved nature, I don't have too much to say about it. It's not simple enough that it feels like a deliberate style choice. So, I like the song, I'm fascinated by the concept, I don't know how memorable it's gonna end up being though. 7 out of 10. Kang Soyeon, Loca Loca. Is this song getting a high ranking because it's in Spanish? Maybe. But also, I make the rules and no one can stop me. I really, really like the use of full Spanish sentences in this song. It's really treating it like the beautiful language that it is instead of just using some buzzwords in it that are honestly popular buzzwords in English. And I feel like Spanish is getting treated the way English would when it's put into a K-pop song. And I really, really like that. I'm just kind of generally affectionate towards Spanish, and I also think that this is showing some love towards the insanely large Spanish-speaking K-pop fan base that is out there, and I think that's always a good move. I enjoy the full chorus that this song presents, though I do admit it's too often repeated and the song is leaning a little too heavily on the chorus to kind of hold the whole song together. And then there's the silky guitar line that runs throughout the whole song and gives it a Latin pop feel. I really enjoy this song the way I like Hwayeon's Blossom from last month. I wish there was a longer bridge to the song, but I love that the bridge consists of dropping away the instruments and letting her voice play the starring role here. I think it's a really stunning choice. I have a lot of good things to say about this song. I think it's great. 8 out of 10. Nayeon, Pop. The grip that this song holds on me is immense. This is a stunning debut. I can not so much as think about a bubble without singing pop 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 which is a really fun time when you work with children and they love bubbles. But I think this song is just the pinnacle of colorful elegance. I love how fun it is. I love how it makes her voice sound. I enjoy Twice, especially their latest stuff, but I've never necessarily been in love with Nayeon's voice. And I think this track flexed her voice in the perfect way to make me notice her and her singing ability. I think this whole mini really succeeded in doing that. This is a delightful song. I am obsessed with this video as well. Truly, the only thing I can possibly complain about here is the length of the song, for both this song and then the full mini itself. I want it to be longer. I need just like one more chorus or a long outro or something to tie up the loose ends and just let me revel in this song. But also, I love it too much for me to fault it at that. This is a 10 out of 10 for me.
begin with that blast. Let me take you there. 모든 것의 시작인 저점에 그 어떤 편견들로부터 자유로울 때.
Yoojung, Begin. This song is intimate in the way neon lights are, and if you don't get it, then I'm not going to explain myself further, and if you get it, then you get it. It's the kind of soothing that encourages you to shake away your worries, not with a cup of tea and a blanket, but rather with a shot and then turning up the volume. This is another song that I'm prone to forgetting about, but every time I listen again, I just fall right back into it. I think the pacing of the song is great, and it moves itself forward very nicely without rushing. And there's distinct sections of the song that bleed into one another, but again, they're not blurring together. And also, I really can't talk about this song without pointing out the way that it just lights me up inside to see a queer story in mainstream K-pop. That means a lot to a lot of people, me included. I am excited about this debut, and yeah, 8 out of 10. This one's good. It feels like we just left the intro section, but we are already in the outro. Welcome to the month recap section, everyone. So there were only 7 debuts this month, and that's why everything just feels so short. When I was assembling everything, I kept scrolling through my spreadsheet, and then I hit the end of June, and I was like, really? That's it? That's all of June? And to my knowledge, yeah, it is. So 7 debuts. And then of those 7, we had 3 girl groups, Fainit, Lapillus, and Girls' World. And then there was only 1 boy group to debut, with SUPERKIND. And their literal AI member. I'm so curious about this, because it's the midline of like aespa and their AI members that are more for story purposes than performance purposes, as far as I know. And then there's Eternity, which is a group that's fully AI, and I hate them. I did this project but never actually published it anywhere because I didn't have editing skills and I was trying to put it into a different format. But I did all the debuts for 2021 too, and Eternity was the singular group that got a 1 out of all of the songs that I listened to. Anyway, SUPERKIND though, if anyone knows anything about them, please tell me about them in the comments, because I'm really curious how they fit in this AI. Like, I'm just really curious. And then, also, we had 3 solos this month. We had Kang, Soyeon, Nayeon, and Yoojung. And in terms of the most viewed video, that goes to Miss Nayeon by far. No one could touch her and her 100 million views. It's just astronomically more than literally anybody else this month. And then our least viewed video was Girls' World. They just had less views. But I also have to hand the award over for favorite debut this month over to Miss Nayeon as well. I love it. I love it. And I know for a fact I'm not alone in that. And for our lowest ranked songs, it's actually a tie this month between Lapillus and Girls' World. And I feel like being lowest ranked with a 5 is really not bad at all. So as you can imagine, with our lowest being a 5, the month average is pretty high, and it's sitting up nice and high at a nice 7.3. And then here's our months stacked up again. And so despite my best guess, I thought June was going to maybe get higher than March, but it did not. It still hit above that 7 March though. It's definitely up there. And then you can sort of see a pattern. I feel like there's a boom of comebacks just in general, like about every 3 months. And I think that it's interesting. It kind of lines up with these debut numbers of like my personal tastes. I don't know the businessy reasons of why a company will release stuff at a certain time, but apparently it also aligns with my favorite music releases. I think that's very interesting. And then with that, that's all of June we've got for you. We're halfway, and that's very, very exciting. More to come. hopefully it'll go even faster now because I'm at the tail end of it and I'm starting to catch up with my watching process here. So thank you for hanging out for this long with me, team, and I hope the fates guide you back to me once more. Until then, peace!